All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to start with reading comprehension long paragraphs. All the paragraphs will be CAT past year, RCs. So we'll be trying to solve all the reading comprehension, and we are trying it topic wise in line. Like we'll start with 91 to 2019, all reading comprehension passages one by one in consequent sessions. So you all are requested to be in line with what we are studying online, so that you may get this opportunity of solving every reading comprehension paragraph from past year papers. All right, everyone, is the audio and the video very clear, ladies and gentlemen? If you can just let me know. Is the audio and the video very clear, ladies and gentlemen? Just let me know. Shikhar, clear. All right. Okay, great. Clear. Okay. I want everybody to participate in this session. Keep on giving me answers. In case you have any doubt, please type in the chat box so that I may go ahead and solve your queries. We have already made a video on how to fill CAT form and what programs to choose on the basis of the WorkX criteria and on the basis of your interest. There is a chart which I have posted on the Telegram link. Watch that video, download that chart from the Telegram link, and then you'll have a fair idea about how to go with CAT form filling, right? In case you have any problem, you all have my mobile number. Please give me a call in order to clarify any of the problems while filling CAT form, right? In that chart, I have mentioned approximately 75 programs offered by the IMs. Every program, what is the name of that program? What is the name of that program, and what is the eligibility of the program? And so I have discussed almost everything, which I am sure a lot of people would have not heard about a lot of programs. So seeing that chart, you will have a fair idea about which all programs do you need to fill in the CAT form, and which all programs can you refrain from filling because you are not eligible for it. All right. Avani Singhal is saying, I don't have a Telegram link. You just go to the description box of the video you are watching right now. In the description box, there is a Telegram link given. Always go ahead and join from that description box. Okay. In the video also, I have already given you the Telegram link of the Telegram link, and you can once you get to the Telegram group channel, it is pinned. Okay, I have already pinned the sheet, so you can always go ahead and see it in the first go and download it only. All right. Rakesh Kumar Singh is asking, CA firm comes under which industry type? Aparna Maurya. CA firm comes under which industry type? CA firms, I think it will come under accountancy, right? There will be there will be a section of accountancy. You can always go ahead and choose that. Okay, brilliant. So I think we have a fair number of people in the session, and we can always go ahead and start the session. Yes, there is one more problem. A lot of people are asking me that, sir, if I don't have EWS certificate or SC/ST or OBC certificate, how do I get it? You can always visit the Tehsildar office, and you will have a very good idea about how to get it made. In case you already have EWS certificate or your category certificate, how do you go about it? You have to download the performa given in the website. Kindly download the performa, fill in the performa as per the original copy you have, write in all the details in the performa, which should exactly match the original copy you have. Then take that performa, take a printout, fill it up, and then along with your original, you should go to the Tehsildar office or DM office, any which is your choice. You go there and you say that, sir, I have to fill this form, I have to deposit this form. Kindly attest this printout on the basis of my original copy. They will look at your original copy, they will look at your printout, they will attest it, and then you have to scan that copy and then upload it directly. So I don't think there should be any problem with that. If you don't have your EWS certificate made or your OBC or SC/ST certificate made, kindly get it done ASAP. Okay, kindly get it done ASAP. And if you have it already, then take the printout, download it, take the printout, fill it, go to the Tehsildar office and get it tested. You know, that's how it goes, and that's the best way to you know, upload that to get that form you know, all well. Okay, is this much very clear with everybody? A lot of people are asking me for this thing. सर ओरिजिनल अटेस्टेड हो तो भी डाउनलोड करके करना है? हाँ जी, डाउनलोड करके उसी फॉर्मेट में जमा करना है। तो ओरिजिनल अटेस्टेड है तो कोई बात नहीं है, ओरिजिनल को दिखा के उसको अटेस्ट करा सकते हैं आप ज्ञानेंद्र सिंह, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए आपको, ठीक है। वी हैव टू डू इट इन द सेम परफॉर्मा, राइट। All those guys who had this problem, kindly help your friends by telling them this. In case you have any problem, please call me, right? I have explained the same thing in the video also. In case a lot of people don't understand what I said in the video, I have clarified it right now also. ठीक है, अगर आपसे कोई दोस्त पूछता है तो आप उससे भी पूछ सकते हैं। राकेश कुमार सिंह, ओरिजिनल अगर 6 मंथ से ज़्यादा पुराना हो तो, ठीक है, ओरिजिनल अगर 6 मंथ से ज़्यादा पुराना हो तो देखिए, इनकम सर्टिफिकेट जो होता है वो 6 महीने से ज़्यादा पुराना नहीं होना चाहिए। EWS सर्टिफिकेट भी मुझे लगता है 6 महीने से ज़्यादा पुराना नहीं होना चाहिए। बाकी कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट शायद 2 साल के लिए वैलिड होता है, तो उसको आप लगा सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो कैटेगरी जो होता है उसको लगा सकते हैं। जो भी इनकम बेस्ड सर्टिफिकेट्स होते हैं वो 6 मंथ्स की वैलिडिटी होती है, तो हर 6 महीने बाद आपको उसको रिन्यू कराना पड़ता है। तो EWS चूँकि इनकम बेस्ड कैटेगरी है, इसलिए उसको 6 महीने के अंदर आपको रिन्यू कराना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। तो ठीक बात है, ओके। आई होप दैट आई हैव क्लैरिफाइड, ठीक है। चलिए, ओके। राकेश कुमार सिंह, आई थिंक आई हैव you know, solved your issue. Let us go to the questions and start solving them. This is a paragraph, but we'll solve. This is a CAT 1994 paragraph, but we'll solve this. This is a very short paragraph. This is a 1-page paragraph. I want you all to read this paragraph and then we shall go to solve it. Sir, NCOC is income based? Yes. OBC non-creamy layer is income based. OBC non-creamy layer is income based you know, certificate. So उसको लिए आपको करवाना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। चलिए शुरू करते हैं हम लोग इसको। बेटा रीड करते हैं इसको। इसके लिए मैं दूंगा आपको 3 मिनट रीड करने के लिए। 3 मिनट में देता हूँ रीड करने के लिए पहले तो आपको, ठीक है। चलिए start. Let us start solving this session. Very nice. This is a brilliant paragraph which I would like you to understand. हाँ, फाइनल ईयर सर्टिफिकेट लगेगा बेटा। अगर नहीं मिला है तो प्रोविजनल निकाल के साइन करा लेना। No, Tushar, they both are different. 30 seconds more, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we have done this paragraph. This paragraph talks about three things. This is a CAT 1994 paragraph, okay, and this kind of paragraphs are very common in CAT examination. This paragraph is based on social sciences. Here this talks about the structure of a society and how the structure of the society was changed. It is talking about the Chinese conservatism. Conservatism means conserving old traditions and old culture. So, in order to conserve, and it was different from the French Revolution, right? In French Revolution also they protected the Christian and the aristocratic elements. And Chinese, they they preserved the Confucian society and the pre-opium war, right? Western conservatism believes in sacredness of private property and distrust of cosmopolitan. Chinese conservatism is a defense of a rational cosmopolitan order. That means this paragraph tries to show that Chinese conservatism is a bit superior than that of the European counterpart, right? And this is talking about how the traditional ideology was used in conserving. A completely different form of government came in, wherein they were conserving the old things in line with the new things. They also talk about how the officials were chosen. Prior this conservatism movement, they were chosen on the basis of the examination, but after that a reference basis came, and every senior official would recommend a junior official, a young promising officer, and who would move on to participating more successfully in the formation of a well-ordered society. So this paragraph basically talks about it. Now, a lot of people would find themselves uncomfortable understanding these kind of paragraphs. Two reasons. First, they would have a very slim idea about what conservatism is. They would have a very slim idea about what happened in Chinese conservatism. They would have a very slim idea about what happened in the European conservatism. And when you do not have an idea, when you have very slim idea or very feeble idea, then possibly understanding such paragraphs may become a pain, especially people who come from technology background, people who are BCom, people who are BTechs, or people who are BComs, right? So they do not usually study this kind of paragraph. But I urge you people to participate into reading such paragraphs, because in CAT you might see these kind of paragraphs at any point of time. So you should be absolutely ready to challenge these kind of paragraphs. Moreover, how do you actually understand these kind of paragraphs? I suggest you people read more and more society-based paragraphs, right? In case you have a very weak hand over philosophy-based paragraph, there is a book known as The Story of Philosophy. The Story of Philosophy. This is a book, and you can download this book, right? The writer is Wills Durant, right? The writer of this book is Wills Durant, The Story of Philosophy. You can download this book from internet and then read it, right? Read a page of this book and try to write its summary. Then try to read a page of the book and try to write the summary, right? If in this way, if you practice for 15-20 days, I'm sure you'll be very comfortable with these kind of paragraphs, and you'll have wonderful approach to attacking such paragraphs. All right. I hope that I have given you a very good idea about what is the element of the paragraph. Now we'll go to the questions and see as to how to answer, how to get to the questions. All right. So question number 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Right. So these are the 4 questions given. I give you people 2 minutes to just go through the questions and solve them. All right. I'll give you 2 minutes 2 minutes to go through these questions and solve them, right? Just go to the questions and get me the answers, ladies and gentlemen. Do not copy it from websites, because this is a CAT paragraph, so you can easily get the answers of this paragraph, but the deal here is not getting the right answer. The deal here is to understand what we are doing out here, okay? So just go through the questions and try to get me the right answer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, easy, ladies and gentlemen. I think 1 minute would be enough for you to solve the question. 1 minute would be enough. Our traditional method for selecting officials was, I think, through the examination system. It was already written. After that, sponsorship by a high government official was given. So that was after, the movement in China. So the correct answer out here should be B. Right. The primary objective in the development of restoration was to modify traditional Chinese society to reflect new conditions, and this is what we call conservatism, right? Conservatism. So the correct answer out here should be A, right? Easy, ladies and gentlemen. But if you see the paragraph, this is a part of what has been said in B. So after you read all the paragraphs, all the options, you will get to understand that A is also a right answer, but B is a better answer, because verbatim this thing is written in the paragraph. So the correct answer should be B and not A, right? In first go, you might take A as the right answer, but when you read B, you understand that this is already given in the paragraphs and it was verbatim written. So B would definitely go for a better answer. Ninth, the major similarity between Chinese and Western conservatism is that Chinese conservatives tended to preserve traditions. I think this is the only similarity. This is the because the Western conservatives are also preserved traditions, the Christian and the Christian tradition, and the Chinese conservatism also conserved the Confucius and the truth related things. So the correct answer, ninth, would be A. The most significant Chinese philosopher mentioned in the passages, I think A, Tang Chin, right? Tang Chin, it is, this is how it goes, right? Tang Chin was the most famous Chinese philosopher mentioned in the paragraph. So 10th का आंसर हो जाएगा A, ठीक है? रश्मि पाल, टंग चिन का नाम लिखा हुआ था यहाँ पे, ठीक है? टंग चिन का नाम इधर कहीं लिखा हुआ था, आपने अगर ठीक से पढ़ा हो. So I will just show you. Guys, we just read Tang Chin, yes, during the Tang Chin restoration. Yeah, it's written out here. Okay, anyways, we'll go to another 3 questions. We'll go to another 3 questions, ladies and gentlemen, fast. It was not said that Tang Chin was a philosopher, right? You need to know it in order to get this question done, right? Tang Chin was a philosopher, all right? For example, Confucius was a philosopher, right? Similarly, but it was not written Confucius was a philosopher, but you need to know it in order to get to this question, all right? So, yeah. Solve it, guys. 11th, 12th, and 13th. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 11th, during the restoration, ancient institutions were no longer accepted as a viable alternative to Western technology, were studied only as classical examples, were to be cornerstones of changing but traditional society. Ancient institutions did what? They were changing things as per the need of the society, but they were not changing the traditions of the society. Okay, ancient institutions worked as pillars for change in the society. Let's read this whole paragraph. Okay, we are no longer accepted as viable alternative. It was not like that, right? These institutions helped revolutionize. Okay, were studies only as classical examples? No. Were to be cornerstones of change but traditional society? Absolutely correct. Were considered as the primary reason for the decline of traditional China? No. In fact, these are the institutions which help China revive its glory, right? By making it technology friendly with traditions. Yeah. So this is, C is a better answer. C is the correct answer. 11th. 12th. The Western conservatives intended to preserve all the following except, right? So they conserved Christianity, they conserved private property, they conserved aristocratic elements. What they did not preserve was cosmopolitan, because this was did by the Chinese counterpart, right? So C is the right answer out here also, and here also C is the right answer, ladies and gentlemen. The most appropriate title for the passage will be Chinese examination system, Chinese conservatism, how the officials rose, impact of Taiping rebellion. I think Chinese conservatism will cover all of these things. The correct answer should be B. So 11th answer is C, 12th answer is C, 13th answer is B. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that is not a problem. Clear, ladies and gentlemen? Is this all clear with everyone? Is this all clear, ladies and gentlemen? जल्दी से लिख के बता दो मेरे को, ये पूरा पैराग्राफ सबको समझ में आया और क्वेश्चंस समझ में आए कि नहीं आए सबको? अच्छी बात देखने को ये मिली होगी कि पैराग्राफ के जो क्वेश्चंस थे वो आसान थे और मॉक टेस्ट में आप इससे अच्छे क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करते हैं। तो अगर आप फंडा कैट्स को सीरियसली लेते हैं, फंडा मॉक्स को सीरियसली लेते हैं, तो आपको कैट के एग्जाम में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम होने का ऐसा चांसेस नहीं है, बिकॉज मॉक टेस्ट को हम लोग हमेशा कैट के रियल एग्जाम से थोड़ा ऊपर के लेवल का बनाते हैं। और आई एम श्योर यहाँ पे 90% लोग अग्री करेंगे या फिर 100% लोग अग्री करेंगे जिन्होंने मॉक टेस्ट लिखा है कि हम लोग मॉक टेस्ट में जो पैराग्राफ्स देते हैं उनका लेवल इससे कहीं ज़्यादा बेहतर होता है, उनके क्वेश्चंस का लेवल इससे कहीं ज़्यादा बेहतर होता है। तो अगर मॉक टेस्ट में आप अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हैं तो रियल कैट के क्वेश्चंस में आपको ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए, राइट? चलिए, वेरी नाइस, राइट। चलिए आगे चलते हैं, एक और अच्छा पैराग्राफ देखते हैं हम लोग। ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के बारे में है, ठीक है? एंड हम लोग कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को भी लेकर के पैराग्राफ कर सकते हैं। चलो हम लोग एक काम करते हैं, हम लोग ये थोड़ा सा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के बेसिस पे एक पैराग्राफ करते हैं। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बोले तो संविधान को लेकर के, इस टाइप के पैराग्राफ्स जो कि आप लोग कम पढ़ते हो, आपके सिर में दर्द होता है, इसलिए मैं इस टाइप के पैराग्राफ लेकर के आ जाया हूँ आपके सामने, और इसको हम लोग आज करते हैं। चलिए इसमें हम लोग टाइमर लगाते हैं। मैं 2 मिनट दूंगा ये पढ़ने के लिए और 2 मिनट दूंगा, 1 मिनट दूंगा मैं ये पढ़ने के लिए। 3 मिनट में पूरा पैराग्राफ मेरे को रेडी चाहिए, ठीक है? चलो, सो 2 मिनट में देता हूँ। सभी लोग टाइम बाउंड प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, ठीक है? टाइम बाउंड प्रैक्टिस बहुत जरूरी है। चलिए 2 मिनट, फास्ट। 30 seconds, grace time. All right, next 1 minute, guys. Seconds, guys, grace period. All right, so this is a beautiful paragraph. The paragraph was short, but in short paragraph also a lot of details and a lot of data were given. There was a lot of data coming from the paragraph. First of all, the paragraph starts by comparing the British and the American, American constitution, wherein it was said that British Parliament, British constitution is unwritten, whereas the American is written. But then we found out that in British, though it was an unwritten constitution, a lot of statutes and a lot of articles were already written, whereas in an American American constitution, a lot of important rules were missing. Similarly, we come to the Israel, constitution, and we talked that how written or unwritten constitution does not matter. What matters is codified form of constitution and how it is implemented in society. And it starts comparing the shortest constitutions in the world with the longest one, and then we still find that the shortest constitutions fare fairly well than the longest constitutions of the world. For example, India and Japan. Japan has one of the shortest constitutions in the world, whereas Indian constitution is world's wordiest constitution. Still, we find that Japan is doing fairly well in comparison to India. So it's not the length of the paragraph or the written or the non-written paragraph matters. It's actually about what is implemented in society. And then the author goes on to expressing that there are two kinds of constitutions. One is a normative and the second is nominal. Normative is something in which whatever is written in the constitution is alive and implemented in society, whereas nominal is something which is just written. It has got lofty ideas, but it will never come on the ground, right? So in paper, this kind of constitution is brilliant, but when it comes down to real time implementation, then it might get compromised. And then it goes on to giving the example of the Soviet Union and China, where they both call themselves socialist countries. They both call themselves republic, and in paper it is written that people can voice their opinion, they can criticize the government, but in reality, the moment a person criticizes their government, the person is sent underground, right? So this is what the whole paragraph is. I hope everybody out here has got a brilliant idea of what this paragraph was talking about. Do let me know if it is clear, if this paragraph is clear, ladies and gentlemen. Just write it and tell me. Just write it and tell me. This is a brilliant paragraph, and you would have got a lot of information coming from different constitutions of the world, you know. So yeah, clear. All right, brilliant, brilliant. I would like to take a word from everyone online so that I may have a clear idea about if every person who is online understood it. All right, great, wonderful, clear, clear. All right, wonderful, good. Right. So I will go to the questions, and I'll give you know. So how many questions do we have, guys? We have 14 to 21 questions. All right. So 4 questions first. 4 questions. I give you 1 minute to solve 4 questions. 1 minute to 4 questions. Fast. 1 minute, 4 questions. Fast. All right, great, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the questions now, right? First of all, question number 14. Question number 14. The lengthiest constitution in the world is that of, obviously, India. It was written in the paragraph. It was written in the paragraph. 15. The instance of a country without a written constitution. See, the People's Republic of China, towards the end of the paragraph, it stated that it had a written constitution. Japan, very short paragraph, written constitution. Indonesia, very short paragraph, written constitution. Israel, a codified constitution. That means it is changed as per the need of the hour. So the correct answer should be C. The unwritten parts of the US Constitution deal with presidential cabinet. It was written in British Parliament. It was written, whereas in the US it is not written, right? So the correct answer of 16th should be B, ladies and gentlemen, right? 16th answer B ho jayega. And 17th, in the United States, the newly admitted states have lengthy constitutions. The newly admitted states have concise. Louisiana ka example diya gaya hai, concise constitutions, ladies and gentlemen. And the political parties have no constitutional significance. Constitution can be termed nominal, right? So A, C and D are very weak ideas as per the paragraph, but B is definitely a better idea. So the correct answer should be B, right? So very easy questions, as it was the fact-based reading comprehension, a specific idea reading comprehension, then you would have no problem just going through the paragraph and finding the right answers, right? So maybe as you can see in these particular questions, there is a particular pattern. The pattern is that when the paragraphs are very difficult in CAT, you know, or maybe they are moderate level, the questions go easy. All right, so you don't have to be afraid of the paragraph. When you see a paragraph, okay, say all is well, and then go to the questions, and you will understand that it is not that difficult to handle any reading comprehension paragraph in reading comprehension paragraph in CAT. Okay, why? Because if the paragraph is difficult, the questions will be easy. If the paragraph is easy, beware, the questions might get tricky. Okay, so you have to be very careful about it. Okay, next. Question number 18 to 21, ladies and gentlemen, right? 1 minute, or let's give it 1 minute 30 seconds, okay, so that everybody might participate, right? 1 minute and 30 seconds, fast. All right. So the time is up. Time up, and let's solve the questions. In countries with normative constitutions, normative means those constitutions wherein the rules are not enforced, are enforced, whereas the nominal one where the rules are not enforced. So in countries with normative constitutions, there will be very little freedom of speech. They are effective instruments to enforce their provisions. I think this is the correct answer, right? The end of the paragraph basically talked about it, right? The last paragraph of the passage talked about this particular thing. By nominal constitution, the other means what? A written constitution, one that contains lofty ideas, a lengthy constitution, a constitution that is not enforced. I think by nominal, the other is saying a constitution that is not enforced. That means it may contain a lot of things, but it is not enforced. It is not good on paper, on ground. It may be good on paper. One of the drawbacks of a long constitution is that its publication is expensive. Now, this is not again addressed in the paragraph. It is difficult to understand. It is difficult to enforce. It may require amended frequently. Yes, because people usually don't understand it. So you have to keep on making the rules simple and cozy so that it may reach every person. So 20th answer should be C. According to the author, the difference between a written and an unwritten constitution is just 1 degree. Verbatim, the same thing has been given in the paragraph. So if you have read carefully, you will understand is just of 1 degree is something which is mentioned towards the starting of the paragraph. So the correct answer should be 21, right? So these are the answers to these sections, and we can definitely say that this paragraph was not a very difficult paragraph. It was an easy paragraph. It's just like it was first tried to take you into a grasp of fear, but if you are comfortable, if you're comfortable, then you would definitely get to the right answers, absolutely, right? Okay. Now this is again a Japanese want their emperor to reign for long, very long, but their prime minister have to be very short. Now this is one paragraph which we have, and Republican Party has lost its mind to win election. Party needs votes. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this also. But I have one more paragraph which is a very good paragraph. This is the last paragraph. Yes, the first paragraph. Let's do this paragraph, ladies and gentlemen. Let us all do this paragraph. Let us all do this paragraph. In order to read this, I'll give you 3 minutes. Why? Because it will require you to think a bit more this time. Okay? Chalo. All right. Brilliant. 10 minutes. Fast. All right. Next, I'll give it 2 minutes. I'm giving you 2 minutes so that you may go ahead and take everything into consideration. A fairly good paragraph. Okay, great, brilliant. This paragraph, how many of you were comfortable reading this paragraph? How many of you were comfortable reading this paragraph? Because this paragraph might cause a dent on your piece. How many of you are comfortable reading this paragraph? Do let me know in the chat box. Comfortable with summary, all right? Guys, come on, give me your comments. Guys, give me your comments. Not comfortable, 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 comfortable. Others, come on, participate. Couldn't comprehend it, not comfortable. It was like brainstorming. Okay. Any other person would like to contribute? Not comfortable. Difficulty in summarizing, comfortable. All right. First of all, in this kind of paragraph, right, whenever you have this kind of paragraph, you should ensure two things. First, always ensure writing a flowchart, because this kind of paragraph poses one kind of threat. The overall understanding of the paragraph will be very clear. What is the overall understanding of the paragraph? The overall understanding of the paragraph is that the concept of good neighbor, which was given by the British, culture, was quickly adopted by the American counterparts, and they started, this concept of good neighbor, in which they used to protect themselves by the influence of their neighbors, and then they help protect themselves from the annexation of the neighbors, and they try to control their neighbors in that way. Okay, so this is the overall idea mentioned in the paragraph, but there are specifics in this paragraph. There are details in this paragraph which you need to jot down, right? So whenever you are reading this kind of paragraph, there's only one way of protecting yourself from the mad behavior of the questions coming in this paragraph, and that is keep writing the specifics, keep writing the details, whatever is being given here, right? First of all, this kind of paragraph should be touched only towards the end of the paragraph, because it carries too much of data to to take into consideration. If at all you are trying to do it, always ensure that you bank upon flow charting and summary writing. Summary writing should be like in a form of a flow chart wherein you keep on writing the details of the paragraph, right? So that you may have a quick idea about what kind of question you are going to face and how do you take out of it, right? Now, fortunately, in these kind of questions, in these kind of paragraphs, the questions will never be very difficult. The questions will be easy, right? And it will be something which will be related to what you have already read in the paragraph, right? So I'll just show you the questions and then you will understand as to what I'm trying to say. Just go through the questions. Just go through the questions for a couple of minutes and then I will try to explain it. Right. In World War II, which problem was the United States most concerned with regarding Latin America? Ladies and gentlemen, if you see this, there was a problem of the right wing and the left wing mentioned in the paragraph, and the United States was very afraid of the fact that the right wing thought will come into, or the communism will come into America as well, and then think everything will be ruined in America, and that is why they kept on controlling Cuba and Venezuela and and all these South American countries. So what were they talking about? What were they most concerned with? Economic stability? No. Political ideology? Yes. Right? Religious persecution? No. Military dictatorship? No. So the correct answer out here should be B. So you see, although you might not have a very good idea of the paragraph, if you have gone through the overall specifics of the paragraph, answering such questions are not very difficult. Moreover, never think that you will be able to answer all questions. In this kind of paragraph, even if you are able to answer like 80% of the questions or 70% of the questions, your task is done, right? Question number 2. A key reason why Latin America rejected the Inter-American Development Bank was that A, it primarily provided money for social reform subsidies. No, it did not, right? In the name of social reform, they were trying to control the governance out there. The money provided were only for specific performance projects. No. It constituted an extension of the Marshall Plan. It was being used as a means to control the economic destiny of Latin America. I think this is the absolutely bang on answer. And even if you have not understood the paragraph in the overall specifics, you will be able to get to the right answer, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Question number 3. Which of the following is most closely associated with the concept of Marshall Plan for Latin America? Concept of Marshall Plan for Latin America. Good neighbor policy? No. Alliance for Progress? Yes. Marshall Plan ब्रिटेन में आया था, लैटिन अमेरिका में आया था. उसमें क्या था? अलायंस फॉर प्रोग्रेस. बहुत सारे कंट्रीज मिलकर के जो निष्कासित देश थे, जो कमजोर देश थे या फिर जिनसे खतरा होता था, उसको कंट्रोल करने का प्रयास करते थे. So B is quite an option out here. C, एक्ट ऑफ बोगोटा, मुनरो डॉक्ट्राइन. आई थिंक ये वाला जो है, अगर आप लोग को ज्यादा समझ में नहीं आया तो यार क्वेश्चन को आप छोड़ सकते थे. हालांकि इसका करेक्ट आंसर बी होगा, अलायंस फॉर प्रोग्रेस होगा. ठीक है, लेकिन थर्ड वाला, फर्स्ट वाला और सेकंड वाला अंदाजा लगा करके अच्छे से मार्क कर सकते हैं. थर्ड वाला चूंकि बहुत ज्यादा स्पेसिफिक्स में जा रहा है और अगर आपने फ्लो चार्टिंग नहीं किया है तो हो सकता है कि थर्ड वाला ऑप्शन आपको याद न रहे, इसलिए आप थर्ड वाले को छोड़ भी सकते हैं. फोर्थ वाले पे चलते हैं. According to the passage, the fundamental change in US foreign policy directed towards Latin America is what? Resulted in deterioration of US Latin American relations. Okay, was responsible for a person remaining as dictator in Peru. Recognized that economic aid alone would not prevent social revolutions. I think C is the right answer, ladies and gentlemen. फोर्थ का सी वाला, रिकॉग्नाइज दैट सिर्फ पैसे देने से सोशल रिवॉल्यूशंस नहीं बच सकते, उसके लिए आपको मिलिट्री भी यूज करना पड़ेगा और बहुत सारी चीजें यूज करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी यूएस पैसा तो दे ही रहा था लेकिन फिर भी रिवॉल्यूशन खत्म नहीं हो रहे थे. वहां पे क्यूबा में रिवॉल्यूशन हो रहा था, अर्जेंटीना में रिवॉल्यूशन हो रहा था, अमेरिका पैसे दे रहा था फिर भी नहीं हो रहा था. क्यों? क्योंकि वहां पे लोकल गवर्नमेंट का इंटरफेरेंस उनको चाहिए था. तो करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी व्हाट? सी. इजी क्वेश्चन, आराम से इसको भी आप देख सकते थे. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, फिफ्थ और सिक्स क्वेश्चन जल्दी से करते हैं बच्चा. फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन जल्दी से पढ़ लीजिए, 30 सेकेंड्स.
चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 देखते हैं. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स इज नॉट ट्रू? मेक्सिको एंड चिली डिड नॉट एक्सपीरियंस द जनरल सोशल क्राइसिस दैट वर कॉमन टू द. अरे यार, मेक्सिको और चिली में भी था ये जनरल सोशल क्राइसिस, तो था ही, तभी तो वहां पे चिली में भी कंट्रोल करने के लिए बोला गया. बी, प्रेसिडेंट आइजनहावर कंटिन्यू टू प्रैक्टिस द थ्योरी दैट इकोनॉमिक एड वाज द बेस्ट डिफेंस अगेंस्ट कम्युनिस्ट incursion into Latin America. No, it was President Eisenhower who said that money is not just enough. We have to put in something more, and that is why he came into the Alliance of Nations. So B वाला definitely गलत statement है as per the paragraph. ठीक है, B वाला definitely गलत statement as per the paragraph. Let's go to question number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Question number 6. Which of the inferences can be drawn if everything said in the passage were assumed to be true? All right. Rebellions are fueled by social reforms and avoided by supporting established authorities or continuing the present state of affairs. Absolutely. सिर्फ पैसे से आप उनको नहीं दबा सकते rebellions को. उनको established authority देना पड़ेगा, उनको rights देना पड़ेगा, उनको social reforms देने पड़ेंगे. सिर्फ पैसे से नहीं दबाया जा सकता है. तो ए वाला तो काफी ज्यादा ट्रू दिखता है. बाकी भी अमेरिकन पॉलिसी टुवर्ड्स एशिया कैन बी कॉल्ड एन ओवरऑल सक्सेस, दो स्मॉल इन मैग्नीट्यूड. ओवरऑल सक्सेस तो नहीं बोलेंगे इसको, क्योंकि बहुत सारे नेशंस के साथ, जैसे कि अमेरिका का टसल रहा, चाइना के साथ रहा, जापान के साथ रहा, वियतनाम के साथ रहा. तो जिस देश में अमेरिका एशिया में गया वहां पे तो इसको भगाया गया. तो ओवरऑल सक्सेस तो नहीं बोल सकते. सी, कैनेडा इन 1958 वांटेड अमेरिका टू एड साउथ अमेरिकन कंट्रीज टू एक्वायर मोर सपोर्ट इन देयर फाइटिंग अगेंस्ट कम्युनिज्म. इसके बारे में कुछ बोला नहीं गया है, और मोर ओवर ये ट्रू भी नहीं है. ठीक है, इतिहास के हिसाब से भी ट्रू नहीं है. Eisenhower rejected the Marshall Plan, whereas Kennedy implemented a similar. गलत बात है, बिल्कुल गलत बात है. राइट. सो आप देख सकते हैं कि इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा जी? ए हो जाएगा. राइट. सो if you solve this kind of paragraph, you will understand that okay, you might not have understood the details of the paragraph, लेकिन overall story अगर clear है, flow charting अगर अच्छे से किया है, तो आप क्वेश्चंस का आंसर निकाल सकते हो और अच्छे से सॉल्व कर सकते हो. राइट. सो आज हम लोगों ने ये 3 पैराग्राफ्स किए लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, और इन 3 पैराग्राफ्स पे हम लोगों ने काफ़ी अच्छा डिस्कशन किया. ऐसे ही अच्छे पैराग्राफ्स चैप्टर वाइज, टॉपिक वाइज पैराग्राफ्स में लेके आते रहूँगा आप लोगों के सामने. अगली बार भी आऊँगा, और अगली बार आप लोगों के साथ और भी खूबसूरत तरीके से क्वेश्चंस को डिस्कस करने का कोशिश करूँगा. राइट. मॉक टेस्ट आने वाला है, मॉक टेस्ट ज़रूर दीजिएगा आप लोग इस वीकेंड. सैटरडे संडे में कैन वी एक्सपेक्ट दिस काइंड ऑफ आरसी नाउ इन कैट? व्हाई नॉट? बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, बिल्कुल एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. टीम मीटिंग है सैटरडे और संडे में. मैं आप लोगों को मेल आज शाम तक कर दूंगा, और आज शाम तक मेल करने के बाद हम लोग उस दिन मैं एसएमएस भी कर दूंगा, जिसको जो टाइम का स्लॉट मिलेगा, और हम लोग उस दिन सैटरडे और संडे में बात करेंगे. मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि ज़रूर पार्टिसिपेट करिएगा आप लोग हम लोग के टीम मीटिंग में. ओके, दैट इज ऑल फॉर द डे. थैंक यू सो मच. गॉड ब्लेस यू. मे यू हैव वंडरफुल डे हेड. टेक केयर. बाय.